going to continue with our topic of market research. But then today we are going to look at an interesting lesson, that is data collections methods. So let's get started. See that let's say you want to find out which game is the most popular at your school. Could you just guess? Or could you just talk to your friend or send out a short form, or maybe watch what students play during break time? There are different ways to gather information, and today you will learn how people choose the best way to get the answers they need. So let's talk about data collection methods. Well, when we talk about market research, we see that market research, it involves collecting data. So when you're collecting these informations, what methods do you use to collect this data? So let's talk about, we have several types. So we start with one, that is primarily data collection. When we talk about primarily data collection, we see that here we gather information, we gather the data yourself. The business gather the data itself, and you can use several methods. You can use the survey method or the questionnaire. And then we also have what we call focused groups and interviews. And then also you can decide to use the observation methods, which involve watching. You can just watch the behavior in the real world setting. The behavior, what is the behavior of your customers? So these are the methods. This is methods primarily. These are the methods that you can use when collecting this when using primarily data to collect information. And then also we see that we have what we call secondary data collection. Secondary data collection, it involves the use of data that already exists. Use data that is already in existence. For example, you can decide to get this data from the industry reports, or you get from the government statistics, for example, the census, and then also you can decide to get it from the competitor's website online, or the research studies. We have research studies that you can get this information from. So that is secondary data collection. And then let's talk about analyzing market research data. How do you analyze this market research data? So one, we have data cleaning and preparation. When we talk about data cleaning and preparation, we see that this is involved before analysis. We need to remove the duplicate or the missing entries. So when you're analyzing, before you analyze, you have to first remove the duplicate data, and then also the missing data. And then also we need to ensure consistent formatting. We need to ensure that our work is you need to ensure that the work is consistent. It involves consistent formatting. For example, the date formats, you have to see that it is consistent. And then also you need to check for errors before analyzing this data. We also have what we call qualitative data analysis. This one, it involves use of softwares like the Excel, the SPSS, or the Google Sheets. So for example, we can use to calculate the mean, the median, or the mode, and then also the percentages. And then also you can use to calculate the correlations and create graphs and charts to visualize patterns. That is qualitative data analysis. And then we have also qualitative data analysis. This one, we read and code response. This one involves read and code responses. For example, the group similar answers. You need to read what are those group similar answers, and then also we put the code responses. And then also here we need to look for the themes. For example, the common customer complaints. What are those common customer complaints? And then also we need to interpret results with the context in mind. So that is qualitative data analysis. So let's look at what are the challenges in market research. One, we say that in market research can involve sampling errors and bias. We see that this one, it occurs when the sample does not represent the population. So when the sample does not represent the population, what does it mean? It means that either it is a sampling error, or there is when they are giving the information, people have bias and then they gave the information that is not correct. And then also we see that how do you solve this? So we need to minimize by using random or stratified sampling. So when you use random or stratified sampling, it can minimize the errors and then also the biasness. And then also when we talk, we also have the challenge of data interpretation and limitations. We see that a small group may not show the full picture. So if you have a small group, it may not be able to show the full picture. Yeah, all right. Thank you. I've come to an end of this lesson. Have a great day.